Today I'm going to show you a lamp which I picked up off of eBay. It was actually listed showing watts. In fact, it wasn't watts, it was CDs. But anyhow, let's show you what I got and how I've located what it is. There's the bulb. You might have seen it on eBay. It was on the English eBay. It's a Radium 24 volt 13 CD, I presume it's candle power, made in Germany. It's got a number on there, a code there, so if someone knows the what that all means, star 02 star 1, that's some code. It's also got on the cap ZP stamped in. Anyhow, it was listed as 24 volts, and looking at the picture I thought, well, how on earth can it be 24 volts when the filament is quite a long, a rough service type filament? But when I got it, I was quite impressed. So I can show you, see the way the filament's made up. It's a very loose coil. Well made. It's a navigation lamp, an older navigation lamp. Anyhow, I thought, well, I'm sure I can find something out about this. The company's Radium that it's made by, and I had a little look through one of the catalogues. This is an Osram catalogue, a German Osram catalogue, which I've shown you before, which is dated 1970. That's one. You've seen this one before, but it shows the date, 1970. And one of the lamps that was shown in it was this one here, which I've always wanted to get a hold of a 240 volt one of these, but I never could. Then here I thought, well, the two are the same shape, the same filament configuration, and it fitted. And when I looked down on the specifications, 24 volts, 13 CD, you see at the top there, volts CD, and all the other blurb. The only thing that doesn't tie up is the number, but I don't think that's important. That's 2413Z, and that number doesn't appear there at all. But I would say that that top one, 2413, is the identical bulb. Now, this is an Osram catalogue. The bulb is made by Radium, and I was told by a very good friend, Light Bulb Fun, that Osram bought out Radium in, I believe he said, about 1973. So at the time of this book, they were two separate companies. Anyhow, I was very pleased to get that. It is, in fact, from the name, Ship's Position Lantern, which is the actual navigation lamp. Now, the reason they were made like this, if you look at the filaments, wherever you turn that lamp, the filaments will always be in view. There'll never be a blind spot, and that is why they were made like that. Now, today they're made totally different. They're nowhere near as nice looking as that. That is a well-made lamp, beautifully made. I'll show you a light in a minute, but before we do that, I'm going to open up a catalogue which deals with navigation lamps. I've shown this one before. Soren Madsen lamp. And the front depicts the type of filament that the modern navigation lamp uses. The black parts represents the lead-in wires, and the filament is obviously the middle part. Now this is arranged to exactly the same thing. By having the lead wire, this one here, curved, no matter how the lamp's turned, the filament, or the best part of the filament, will be shown whole. The only bit that will black it out is that little bit there. So in all effects, that filament remains visible all the way round with no black spots or anything like that. So it achieved the same thing, but obviously this is probably a cheaper made filament arrangement than the other one, and that is seemingly what they do today. We've also got another small, see here they show this type of similar lamp, which is probably upside down, yeah. And they just show the filament as it is. Well, all of those would be that same type. And that was dated, when I got this publication, was 1991. So it's somewhat older than the Osram one. There's also a picture of a similar bulb. Which I had out. Let's have a look. They're the navigation ones, but they also use that style for the traffic light lamps, presumably for the same reason. I had it open at the right page and I've gone and lost it, so there we are. That shows a traffic light lamp. Obviously not the English type. It's got an unusual base as well, with a pin set higher up. But that arrangement is what they use now with the navigation lamps. Anyhow, we'll quickly show you with a light before I drive you all to sleep. We'll make sure the old variac is at 0, which it is. Because overpowering this will probably blow it straight away. And I'm not going to bring it up to the full power. Show you just a light, you get an idea of what the filament looks like. Don't know how clear that's actually going to show. We can blow it up fairly good. There we are. That gives you an idea of the type of coil. It's a very loose coil. Obviously quite a strong filament, because if it's used in the navigation lights of ships, there's going to be a bit of vibration, obviously, from the engine of the ship to the movement about, particularly when it's in a storm. And we'll power it up a little bit more. This camera's playing silly so-and-so, so well. I'm not going to push it up more than that. It's actually rated at 24 volts, and I'm pushing in just under, so I'm not going to put it on the maximum. It's just enough light to show up the signalling lamps, or the red and green that the ships use. And the reason it's in a bayonet is because it's quick release. As you can come straight out for changing, and also being bayonet, it will not shake loose. The screw lamps obviously can easily work themselves loose. I have seen it where the screw type, not on these lamps but on another type of lamp, have got like a roughened screw. The screw thread has got like cut marks in it. So the bulb will screw in, and that holds it in the base, so the other cap. So there we are, one navigation lamp. These I think are quite valuable. although I got this for a song, pleased to say, and that'll go into the collection. So last look, radium, 24 volt, 13 candle power, and that code star 02 star L or 1. Anyhow, once again, thanks for looking, and any comments, please leave, please subscribe, and I'll thank you again. Thank you.